worried about what Zohran Mamdani means for America.
But he's not the only one. Across the country, there are more. Minneapolis, Omar Fateh is running. He wants to fund non-police programs, keep homeless encampments.
49% of young Americans have a positive view of socialism.
Well, I have some terrible news for you today. America is cooked, and there ain't no turning back. Unless you guys know something that I don't right now. We're all in a recession. How are they not saying that we're in a recession? 82% of America is in a recession. Even Ray Dalio is saying we're cooked. And maybe I shouldn't use the word cooked. How about doomed? Hey, Minneapolis, doomed. Oh, look at that American flag. Yep, it's all about Somalia. I mean, am I the only one who's seeing... Am I the only one? Looks like the Orthodox Jews have figured it out in New York. Yeah, you see what's coming. I would... yes, get on buses, go vote, and if it ain't going down in your favor, get on planes and leave. Just tell me where you're going. I'll come with you. As this article says, it doesn't say this. Y'all know what's coming because they know if Zohran, there is zero future for Jews. And I'd say maybe run to Las Vegas, but you should see the numbers. This is unprecedented. Las Vegas has never seen declines like this. I mean, not that I go back in the data. I'm like, I don't see it. Las Vegas is cooked. All cities. How many more minutes do we have left until SNAP benefits run out? When you're walking around, just look. 1 out of 8 of those people you're looking at are receiving SNAP benefits. I remember teaching the youth, thinking, we have no hope. Well, the time has come. We've made our bed. We are going to lie in it. Enjoy communism because it is going to be sweet as Zohran takes your property. So you better learn how to trade this thing going down because you're going to make a shat ton of doll hairs. Zohran announced he will begin looking at how to seize people's private property. Quote, the guy's a communist. He comes out yesterday, Zohran, and says, we're going to be looking at how we can, let's make sure we use the words correctly. We're going to reallocate communism for the benefit of community housing. Let me just zoom in on this word for you, put it in yellow. Seize it. That means you own a home with children, gone. But they're going to do it kind of sneakily. Like, let's say you have a 4-bedroom. 2 of your kids are in 2 of the rooms, but there's 2 extra ones for, let's say, someone from Somalia. It's kind of like taxes. When they introduce it, they're not like, okay, we're going to go ahead and steal 55%. No, it's always, we're going to go after the 1%. We're going to tax the rich. It's just going to be 1%, then 2%. And then you're currently paying 38%. That's just in federal. And if you live in a communist state, like, say, California, tack on close to 15%. Hey, more than half of your income goes to the government. More than half of your home is going to go to the government. Then let's just say you're like, I'm not giving it up. Well, they'll torch it like beachfront property, and then they'll acquire it. I know that would never happen, but it did. You want to know what you can do? Okay, I'll help you. If you're currently living in the state of New York, vote. If you're currently living outside of the state of New York, pray. Also, hey, Curtis with the beret. I like the beret. It's a good fit. You got 14. I know my audience can't see it, but there's a 1-4 under that. Can you do me a favor? Can you bow out? Give it to Andrew there. Endorse him like a good Republican. This is so sad when we've come down to like, okay, so do we want Satan or do we want that guy from Germany with the mustache that I can't say his name or I get subtracted 10 points from my video? Let's listen to CNN. What do they got to say?
And all the way from Asia, President Trump weighed in on the race tonight, claiming, quote, the more people learn about Mamdani, the less they like him.
Well, first of all, I agree with the president. I think the more people learn about Mamdani, the more they see these old videos of him saying outrageous things about any number of issues. These things are surfacing. People are seeing them maybe for the first time as they decide who to vote for, and they're thinking, what are we about to do here in New York City? Not to mention the fact that the kid has literally no experience running, doing anything in his life at all that would have prepared him to run New York City. It's the financial capital of the world, for goodness sakes. It's one of the most complicated political jobs in the world, and you're going to turn it over to somebody who has no track record whatsoever. So I think the president's right. I do think the polling shows he's likely to win because, you know, Cuomo, I mean, let's be honest, pretty flawed guy too. and the Republicans don't have much of a party there. So this fragmented field with a flawed opposition in a city that doesn't really elect Republicans all that often, that's probably going to put Mamdani in office. But pray for the people of New York.
That is in the way of politics and politicians, how they just destroy us. How else are we cooked, Ray? Check this one out. This is insanity. You know, I've been saying, like, it's the 1% that is carrying the whole economy. Well, even the 1% is shaking right now. Ray Dalio says, America is developing a dependency. You think when we have 1 out of 8 people on SNAP benefits, on the top 1%, bottom 60% are struggling and unproductive. Yes. Just in case you want to know, how dumb is we? 60%. Now, this is where I'm like, do we have, is there any hope anywhere? 60% of the American population has below a 6th grade reading level. Well, not just that. What's coming up in the ranks? Our country's 4th graders. No proficient. Just wondering, when are they going to stop lying to us? When are they going to stop cooking the books? When are they going to tell us, oh, hey, look, we have a GDP of 4. Just make it like, just go communist China. Just tell us we have a 20% GDP. There is no way in Hades we're at 4%. Why are 82% of Americans living in a 82% recession? Less layoffs, stagflation. We don't have inflation. Companies are like, yeah, people aren't buying our stuff anymore. Kraft, Heinz, the really bad stuff that they call, what is that? I think it's supposed to be ketchup. I don't think so. CE warns of worst consumer sentiment in decades. Decades, LA Unified, that's a decade's 10 years. So this is lots of 10 years. So in the article, they say the consumers, you're not even buying staples anymore. And in a few days, you're not going to be able to buy those either because your SNAP benefits are gone. One CEO. How about Chipotle? Like, they got to blame something, and they're blaming it on you guys. I would say, how about that stock? Should you be looking at shorting it? Also, should you be looking at buying that dip on Meta? Jim Cramer says so. Personally, I think you guys are going to make way more money on the way down on these things than buying and holding for decades. I'm just saying. Maybe. You guys see, you guys still holding the bags on Caesars Entertainment. What are you guys down? 60%. The 3rd largest private employer in Nevada has lost 60% of its market value in 1 year. Buying opportunity? Nope. Or we just keep shorting this thing all the way to the bottom. Also, I did my due diligence for you going in the back end, even though this stuff really matters just about zero. But you guys want to know how bad it is? Casinos took in negative, down 5.5% in gaming revenue. This is like unheard of. Look at your visitor volume, down almost 10%. Attendance, almost 20%. So when I hit the streets, I'm like, there used to be 4 people. Now there's 3 people. And then soon there's going to be 2 people. This is over 1 year. What do you think it's going to be like in year 2? Since some of you do like to see charts, I'll show you a chart how bad this is. This is a total share of population in economic expansion. See up there? You're currently in expansion. Down here, you see, 2009, not so much expansion. When they shut you all down, not so much expansion. You want to see where we is now? Let me Casper myself. Well, unless I offended some of you that I guess you're related to Casper, the friendly ghost. Looks like you guys do still have a little bit more to go. I'm going to say that's recession. Also, for those of you that are like, well, the stock market went up. Talking about the stock market and Warren Buffett's, he picks just a few. Interesting strategy. I think this cat is probably, 9th inning. Not too happy right now. Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway has now underperformed the S&P 500 by astounding 34%. So here it is, kids. There you go. What are you going to learn from this chart? See here, I'll zoom in. I will even circle it for you. Buy this, okay? That's it. You can fire your financial analyst, broker, and just SPY. That's it. I have a friend, he calls me. He's like, dude, my account, I'm at Edward Jones, and he's made me. And I'm like, shut up. I don't want to hear anything unless you have beaten that. That's it. You just click SPY. Or here's another one. Q. That's the NASDAQ. It's a big banger. Or you got another one. See the things you learn on this channel. Maybe click subscribe. DIA, that's the Dow Jones Industrial Average. You could just turn on CNBC and follow Jim Cramer's advice on buying Meta. I'd love to see how this is going to look in 2 years. What's going on? Cigna? What? Microsoft? Carvana? Should have a good November. I'm just saying. I know this is a little shaky here. Wow, crypto above my head. Your altcoins is dropping. Bitcoin down. I'm so glad that the Fed cut interest rates yesterday. What are we up? 5%? That's because the Fed doesn't control interest rates. Looking at Caesars. I'm just trading this on. I trade on the 2 minute. So here you go. You go purple. Look, I'm teaching you how to swing trade. It swings up. Now, people are taking profit, but let's just say you weren't the one entering in on the swing. Short it. And each one of these candles is 2 minutes, and you short it all the way down until you get right there. You close your position. These are almost 2% moves. Let's just say if you know how to click buttons properly, these are thousands of dollars. Also, another confirmation. See that little purple thing right there? That's like, hey, bozo, yeah, it's time to get out. You're probably not going to go much higher. And then we go down. Now, for those of you that are long-term, I'm a long-term guy, but, I get bored and I want to trade now. On the daily, I can take you on this gigantic dumpster fire all the way down where I just want to see one thing. Just one. Where's my 200? Yep, you're under it. For those of you who are like, when do I get in? When can I take a trade on this one? On the daily, this looks bad. And I can just grab my regression here, and we can start here. We can see where are we at, on the top. It probably keeps going, but I have minimum screen here. Up, down, all right, up, down. All right, so you're probably going to go lower. I'm also kind of curious. Time in the market better than... for those of you guys that are holding the bags at $120 and it's currently at $18, there is a probability that this will be delisted and go to 0. Good news is you guys are kind of in a falling wedge that you will break out of. If you want to know where the measurement on that is, it's about $10, so you'll probably shave off another, say, half of your portfolio. Then you will get a bounce to about this area. So if you're currently holding, because that's what they tell you to do in school, well, I'm sorry. No, that's been painful, but you got some more coming. As you guys know, the breadth, like everyone's stocks are down. I know, S&P 500's up, right? There's 4, but the rest of the market, kaput. Like we can take a look at Chipotle. We could look at Berkshire Hathaway. We can look at ketchup. We can look at mustard. But everyone wants to focus on Nvidia, right? Highest, they have more money than Germany. More specifically, the highest, they're higher than Germany's GDP. Now, trade it up or down. I'd be careful. If it's above the 200, trade up. Below the 200, trade down. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, get my course on how to do this. Also, in yesterday's video on this, which I misspoke, 1 hour and 39. I got to raise the price. It's $2.99 going to $3.99. How to make $1 million. I'm actually taking a student. I think he's hovering around 100,000 now. Going from broke to not broke. But broke, no money in the account, rides scooter to work, has Asperger. I mean, you name it. I'm like, I'm going to get you to $1 million. So we're getting there. But I was saying I misspoke. It was you still have an opportunity to join the course and to do the AI thingy. I thought everyone was in, and they're like, no. We are still in our about 10 a day testing. Just know it's a lot of people, a lot of money. AI is very expensive. And yes, you still will have the opportunity, but I need you to be trading. You get up in the morning, you're like, okay, I'm going to take 10 minutes. Or in the afternoon, or whenever, like you see me when I'm filming, I'm like, hey, I'll grab this. The world goes to hell in a handbasket. Or, again, take one of my watch lists. Pick whatever you want. Bull market, bear market, options, trade contracts, do leverage, do crypto. Do whatever you want. But first, you need to know how to drive the car. I've showed you how easy it is to make a few bucks. If a few bucks solves some things, then do it, Larry. And then let me come here. You click subscribe, and I'll tell you how the world's going. And all the lies. And how, the economy's great. It's not. All the politicians are lying to you. It's rigged. It's rigged in your favor. And with that, I love you, and I will see you tomorrow.